I just want to quickly point out a couple of things about this page. Just about everything we've covered this semester is on this one page, and you can see how these different topics are related to each other and how they're all happening at the same time. We talked about how the frontier, the last frontier, was being settled in the late 1800s, and one reason why Americans began to look beyond their borders was because it seemed that this western frontier that had always been there, making expansion possible, wasn't there anymore. So now Americans look to expand elsewhere around the world. We also spent a lot of time talking about the economic changes of the late 1800s, how the Industrial Revolution really kicked into high gear, and the main reason why the United States started to care more about the outside world was the need for resources to keep mass producing all kinds of stuff, and the need for people overseas to buy some of this stuff, because it seemed that Americans couldn't consume it all. The second thing I want you to keep in mind about this page has to do with politics. If you ever run for office for some reason, and you're trying to convince Americans to back some kind of foreign policy adventure, don't use money as the primary reason. It's better to convince Americans that there is some kind of national security threat, or to scare them, make them think, if we don't do this, it's going to personally threaten me. Or maybe the best strategy is convince Americans that some kind of foreign policy adventure will make the world a better place. We have to go out and help the less fortunate. It is far more noble to fight for self-defense or fight to make the world a better place than to go out and fight for money.